Chosen one, heaven has spoken, and you are standing in a moment that was scheduled long before this hour arrived. You did not find this message by chance. You were summoned by divine appointment and perfect timing. Anointed one, the stirring you have felt, the quiet calm after seasons of delay, the sense that something has shifted without explanation, all of it was heaven signaling that the verdict has been rendered in your favor. The battles that drained you have reached their conclusion, and the weight you carried in silence has been seen, measured, and answered. Chosen one, you are at the edge of a supernatural breakthrough where elevation is released, provision is unlocked, and a lifetime partner prepared by heaven is being sent into alignment with your path. This is not sudden emotion, this is fulfillment arriving on schedule. The vision waited for its appointed time, and now it begins to breathe, just as it was written in Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. Anointed one, what is coming will not require striving. It will come with peace, clarity, and recognition that settles deep within your spirit. Heaven's reminders are not always loud or explained, and sometimes the most sacred confirmations are quiet, steady, and simple enough to return to when the soul grows weary. What has been prepared rests here, waiting without urgency. Chosen one, heaven is not revisiting your past, it is responding to your endurance. The moment you pressed play, something aligned that you could not have forced even if you tried. There are seasons when God allows silence, not as absence, but as concealment, and you have lived inside one of those seasons for longer than you expected. You carried promises quietly. You learned how to stand when no one clapped. You learned how to keep believing when nothing around you confirmed it. That kind of faith is not common, and heaven does not ignore it. Heaven records it. The truth is this: you were never wandering, you were being preserved. What felt like delay was actually protection shaping you into someone who could sustain what is now being released. Anointed one, the partner heaven is sending is not a reward for patience, but a response to alignment. God does not join two people because time has passed. He joins them because preparation has been completed. You have been refined in ways no one saw. I know this because refinement always leaves the same marks. You became slower to speak, quicker to discern, less impressed by surface connection, more sensitive to peace. You stopped chasing intensity and started honoring stillness. That shift did not come from comfort. It came from pressure. It came from nights where you prayed without words and days where you obeyed without certainty. Heaven watched all of it. That is why this union is being released now, not earlier. Chosen one, there were moments you questioned whether God remembered the details of your prayers. Not the public ones, but the private ones you whispered when no one else could hear. Heaven did not forget them. Heaven delayed them on purpose. Because the kind of partnership being sent to you must be able to stand beside your calling, not compete with it. I have seen what happens when love arrives before identity is solid. It creates dependence instead of destiny. God refused to give you something that would weaken you. Instead, He shaped you into someone who could walk in love without losing yourself. That is why the waiting felt heavy. It was not empty. It was instructional. Anointed one, this is where divine timing becomes visible. Scripture reminds us that the vision waits for its appointed time and will not lie, as written in Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. That appointed time is not a date on a calendar, it is a condition of readiness. You are ready now in ways you were not before. You can recognize peace without excitement. You can sense alignment without needing proof. You no longer need someone to complete you, which is exactly why heaven can trust you with partnership. I say this as someone who learned it the hard way. When I wanted connection most desperately, I was not prepared to steward it. Only after loss, stillness, and surrender did clarity arrive. That is how God works. He does not rush what must last. Chosen one. The love coming toward you will not arrive with chaos. It will arrive with recognition. There will be a familiarity that feels deeper than logic. Not obsession, not urgency, but a quiet knowing that settles into your spirit. This is how heaven speaks when something is real. Angels do not shout, they guide. The same presence that protected you in isolation is now coordinating movement. Paths are shifting, schedules are adjusting. Conversations you have not had yet are already being prepared. This is divine orchestration, and it does not require your control. It requires your alignment. Anointed one, do not underestimate how much your waiting trained you. You learned how to hear God without needing constant reassurance. You learned how to sit with discomfort without abandoning faith. Those skills are not small. They are necessary for covenant. The partner being sent to you has been through their own refining. Different story, same fire. Heaven does not unite two people who have not learned how to stand alone. That is why this meeting will feel calm instead of dramatic. Purpose-driven love always does. Chosen one. There is a reason you did not settle when it would have been easier. The world told you to compromise, but something in you would not move. That resistance was wisdom, even when it felt lonely. Heaven honors obedience like that. And now, what is being released will not drain you, it will strengthen you. This partnership will amplify what God has already built in you. It will not distract you from your assignment, it will clarify it. Anointed one, take this moment as confirmation, not instruction. You do not need to force the next step. Heaven is already moving ahead of you. What has been prepared will meet you in peace, not pressure. Stay grounded, stay present. Let trust replace anticipation. The waiting season is closing, not because you grew tired, but because you grew ready. Chosen one. What is unfolding now is not emotional timing, it is spiritual positioning. Heaven does not move when longing grows loud. Heaven moves when alignment becomes quiet and stable. That is why, just before this shift, you noticed something change inside you. Certain people no longer held the same pull. Certain conversations felt draining instead of exciting. Certain desires softened without effort. That was not loss. That was refinement finishing its work. God does not remove things randomly. He removes them when they have completed their assignment. The season that shaped you has released you, and the next season is already opening its door. Anointed one, there is something important you must understand about divine partnership. It does not arrive to rescue you from emptiness. It arrives to multiply what is already whole. You were never meant to enter love broken, desperate, or unfinished. Heaven waited until you learned how to stand without leaning, how to breathe without reassurance, how to be at peace without explanation. I have walked through that kind of season myself, where loneliness forced honesty and silence revealed what noise had hidden. It was uncomfortable, but it was necessary. Because anything built before truth is solid will collapse under pressure. God protected you from that collapse. Chosen one, the partner being sent to you is not arriving to fix wounds you refused to face. They are arriving because those wounds no longer control you. You did the work most people avoid. You sat with pain instead of masking it. You learned forgiveness without needing closure. You stopped replaying old stories and started listening to what your spirit was actually saying. That kind of inner work is invisible, but it is powerful. Heaven sees it as readiness. This is why the next connection will feel different. There will be no urgency to define it, no anxiety to secure it. no fear of losing it. Peace will lead, not passion. Anointed One, Scripture tells us that God becomes a hiding place and surrounds his people with songs of deliverance, as written in Psalm chapter 32, verse 7. That was not poetry for you, that was process. You were hidden for a reason, protected from counterfeits that looked convincing but carried the wrong timing, preserved from attachments that would have pulled you off course. Heaven did not keep you waiting to test your patience. Heaven kept you waiting to guard your destiny. You did not miss anything meant for you. You avoided what would have cost you peace. Chosen One, now the atmosphere around you feels different. Not louder, but clearer. Decisions feel simpler. Discernment feels sharper. You no longer question every sign because you trust your spirit. This is how you know the shift is real. When heaven moves, confusion decreases. The noise fades. What remains is clarity. The divine partner coming toward you will recognize this clarity immediately. They will not need you to perform or impress. They will meet you where you are, not where you pretend to be. This is alignment, not attraction. Anointed One, understand this. Heaven does not rush introductions, it arranges encounters. The meeting may appear ordinary on the surface, but something deeper will register within you. A sense of recognition that does not depend on chemistry, a calm familiarity that feels anchored. This is how divine connections reveal themselves. God does not shout through chaos, he confirms through peace. When it is right, your spirit will not argue with your mind, they will agree. Chosen One, do not be surprised if the final moments before this meeting feels strangely quiet. Often, just before God reveals something new, he reduces distractions. This is not isolation returning, this is focus settling. The same God who guided you through solitude is now guiding you into union. Nothing about this is rushed. Nothing about this is forced. Heaven is not catching up. Heaven is on time. Anointed One, let this truth settle. You are not being prepared for love anymore. You are being positioned for partnership. What is coming will feel steady, grounded, and purposeful. And when it arrives, you will understand why everything before it had to end. Chosen One, there is a sacred pattern that always appears just before heaven releases what has been promised. It is the season of unveiling. Not unveiling the promise, but unveiling everything that cannot go with you. This is why old connections may resurface unexpectedly. Conversations you thought were finished may knock again. Opportunities that once tempted you may suddenly look familiar. This is not confusion, this is confirmation. Heaven is allowing contrast so you can see clearly how far you have come. What once felt magnetic now feels heavy. What once felt exciting now feels misaligned. That is not loss, that is discernment in action. Anointed One, God does this because he does not want you entering divine partnership with unresolved attachments. Not emotional ones, not spiritual ones, not identity ones. Before the authentic arrives, the counterfeit often makes one last appearance. Not to trap you, but to reveal you. To show you that your responses have changed. That you no longer react from hunger, but from wholeness. I have watched this happen in my own life. The very thing I once begged for returned, and instead of excitement there was clarity. Instead of desire, there was peace in saying no. That moment was not rejection, it was graduation. Chosen One. This unveiling is not dramatic, it is subtle. It happens in your body before it happens in your mind. A tightening in your chest when something is wrong. A quiet unrest when words sound good but energy feels off. You were trained for this. Your waiting sharpened your awareness. You learned how to listen beneath the surface. Heaven was teaching you how to recognize alignment without explanation. That skill matters now because divine partnership requires discernment more than emotion. Anointed One, Scripture reminds us to test the spirits and not accept everything that presents itself as good, as written in 1 John chapter 4, verse 1. This is not about suspicion. It is about wisdom. Love that comes from God will not rush you. It will respect your pace. It will honor your boundaries. It will not require you to abandon peace to keep it alive. Anything that demands urgency, pressure, or fear is not from heaven, no matter how familiar it looks. Chosen One, you may notice that saying no feels easier now. Walking away does not wound you the way it used to. You do not need explanations or closure to release what is wrong. That is growth. That is authority. Heaven is watching how you steward this moment, not to judge you, but to confirm readiness. Every time you choose peace over nostalgia, alignment over attachment, wisdom over emotion, you are proving that you can be trusted with what is coming. Anointed One, this is also the season where your discernment protects you from self-sabotage. When something ends now, it ends cleanly. No inner war, no lingering confusion. That is because your identity is no longer tied to being chosen by others. You know who chose you first. And when identity is settled, attachment loosens its grip. Heaven does not need to warn you loudly anymore. Your spirit already knows. Chosen One, do not mourn what falls away in this season. What leaves now cannot follow you into what is next. Divine partnership requires space, clean space, peaceful space, space that is not cluttered with old expectations or unresolved wounds. God is not taking anything from you. He is clearing the room. When the authentic arrives, it must arrive into stillness, not competition. Anointed One, this unveiling also reveals something else. You are no longer impressed by words alone. You watch patterns. You notice consistency. You sense intention. This is maturity. The love Heaven is sending will be steady, not persuasive. It will not need to convince you. It will confirm itself over time. Divine alignment always proves itself without pressure. Chosen One, there is a reason this discernment was developed before the meeting, not after. If love had arrived earlier, you might have confused intensity for purpose. Now you know better. Now you can recognize peace as power. That is why this season feels quieter. Heaven does its most important work in silence. Anointed One, stay present, stay grounded. You are not being tested to see if you are worthy. You are being shown that you are ready. The unveiling is not the end of something. It is the final clearing before arrival. When the counterfeit fades, the authentic has room to appear. Chosen One, hold steady here. Do not rush forward. Do not look backward. What is meant for you is already moving toward you in alignment, not urgency. And when it comes, you will recognize it not because it excites you, but because it rests you. Chosen One, this is the part of the journey few talk about. Not the beginning where faith feels fiery, and not the fulfillment where joy feels visible, but the long middle where nothing is wrong and nothing is finished. This is where endurance is built, where faith is no longer carried by emotion but by decision. You wake up, do what is required, remain kind, remain steady, and trust that Heaven is still working even when the days look ordinary. This is holy ground, even if it feels unremarkable. Anointed One, quiet fatigue has a different weight than despair. It does not shout, it sighs. It shows up as doing the right thing without feeling inspired. It looks like consistency when no one notices. It feels like believing without new confirmation. If you are here, It does not mean your faith is weak. It means your faith has matured past needing constant reassurance. Heaven does not withdraw when things go quiet. Often that is when the deepest work is happening. Chosen one. I know this season because I have lived it. The season where the promise is settled in the heart, but delayed in the hands. Where prayer is no longer urgent, just faithful. Where you are not asking for signs anymore, only for strength to remain aligned. This is not regression, this is refinement under pressure. God trusts you enough now to let you walk without explanation. That trust is not given lightly. Anointed one. There is a reason Scripture speaks often of those who endure, not those who rush, not those who burn bright for a moment, but those who remain. Endurance is faith that has learned how to breathe slowly. It is showing up in ordinary moments with an extraordinary trust that timing is still being held by God. This is why your progress may feel invisible. Endurance rarely announces itself, it simply stays. Chosen one. In this season, the enemy does not attack loudly. He whispers small questions. Is anything really happening? Did you mishear God? Should it have happened by now? These are not accusations, they are erosions. And the answer is not louder faith. The answer is steadier faith, the kind that returns again and again to what was already settled. You do not need a new word. You need to remember the last true one. Anointed one. Faith under pressure often looks unimpressive to the outside world. It looks like going to work, paying attention, being patient with people who do not understand your timing. It looks like choosing peace when you could choose reaction. It looks like holding your ground without needing to defend it. These are not small acts. They are the very things that protect the promise while it matures. Chosen one. There is a quiet strength in repetition, in praying the same simple prayer, in returning to the same truth, in grounding yourself when nothing dramatic is happening. I have learned that faith is rarely sustained by constant revelation. It is sustained by returning to what has already been revealed and refusing to let it erode. Sometimes what steadies the soul most is not another explanation, but a simple reminder revisited again and again. Anointed one, a quiet reminder has been gently placed below, not as instruction, but as something steady to return to when the days feel long. Now hear this clearly. Heaven has not slowed down because you are tired. Heaven has adjusted pace because what is being built must last. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not missing anything. You are walking at the speed that protects the promise. Chosen one, waiting does not mean passivity. It means remaining aligned without forcing movement. It means trusting that God is arranging what you cannot reach. It means allowing your character to stay intact while circumstances catch up. This is where many people falter, not because they stop believing, but because they stop remaining. You have remained. That matters. Anointed one, there will be days in this season when you feel nothing special. No surge of hope, no warning of change, just routine. Do not mistake routine for stagnation. Seeds grow underground without signaling progress. Roots deepen where no one sees. If growth required constant visibility, nothing lasting would survive. What is forming now is protected precisely because it is quiet. Chosen one, your consistency has weight in the spirit realm. Every time you choose patience over pressure, alignment over urgency, trust over control, something stabilizes. This is how promises are sustained, not by force, but by faithfulness. God is not asking you to feel strong. He is honoring the fact that you have remained steady. Anointed one, the partner being prepared for you is walking through their own version of this same season, ordinary days. quiet obedience, learning to remain without knowing when. Heaven synchronizes endurance before it synchronizes encounter. That is why this season feels so internal. Two paths are being stabilized so that when they meet, they do not collapse under expectation. Chosen one. You are not required to generate excitement to prove faith. You are not required to feel certain to remain aligned. Faith that endures does not need to announce itself. It simply continues. And heaven responds to that kind of faith with precision. Timing is not accidental. It is protected. Anointed one, let this part of the journey be what it is, not a test to escape, but a strengthening to complete. You are closer than you think, not because you feel it, but because you have remained when others would have rushed ahead or turned back. That is the mark of readiness. Chosen one, stay here, breathe here, remain steady here. What is forming does not require your urgency. It requires your endurance. And endurance has already been proven in you, chosen one. There is a moment in every divine process when heaven begins to shift from shaping you to positioning you. Nothing outward announces it. There is no signal, no warning, no visible marker. The only evidence is internal, a deeper calm, a quieter confidence, a sense that you are no longer bracing for something to go wrong. This is not relief. This is readiness settling into place. You are not waiting the same way you used to. You are standing. Anointed one, positioning often feels anticlimactic. You expect fireworks, but instead you get clarity. You expect acceleration, but instead you receive stability. That is because God does not move you forward by shaking everything at once. He stabilizes you so that when movement comes, it does not knock you off balance. I learned this in a season where I thought nothing was happening, only to realize later that everything necessary had already been put in order quietly. Heaven rarely announces alignment. It reveals it through peace. Chosen one. You may notice that your reactions have changed. Things that once triggered urgency now pass through you without sticking. You do not rush to explain yourself. You do not chase reassurance. You do not feel the need to secure outcomes. This is not detachment. This is authority. Authority does not hurry. It waits because it knows it will not be overlooked. Heaven has been teaching you how to hold weight without strain. Anointed one, positioning also means separation without drama. Certain spaces no longer fit, certain conversations feel thin, certain environments drain you faster than they used to. This is not judgment. This is alignment refining your awareness. When God prepares to bring someone into your life who carries destiny with them, He adjusts your tolerance for distraction. You are not becoming difficult, you are becoming precise. Chosen one. This precision matters because divine partnership does not survive chaos. It requires clarity. It requires two people who know when to move and when to wait. Two people who do not need to prove themselves. Two people who can sit in silence without anxiety. That capacity is being finalized in you now. Heaven is not just preparing a meeting. Heaven is preparing sustainability. Anointed one, you might feel a strange mix of anticipation and calm. Not excitement, not fear, but a quiet alertness. That is spiritual awareness waking up. You are no longer scanning for signs. You are noticing alignment. You are not asking, what if? You are simply present. This is how you know you are positioned. The future no longer pulls you forward. It meets you where you are. Chosen one. Positioning also exposes impatience when it tries to return. Old habits may whisper that you should do more, push harder, reach out, accelerate. But something in you resists that now. You are learning that movement initiated too early costs more than it gives. God is not withholding direction. He is protecting timing. And timing is not controlled by effort. It is guarded by obedience. Anointed One, heaven is arranging encounters that do not require manipulation. No strategy, no performance, no spiritual labor. When the moment arrives, it will feel natural because it was prepared, not forced. You will not need to convince yourself that it is right. You will recognize it the same way you recognize truth. It will settle instead of stirring. Chosen One, do not be surprised if life feels unusually simple right now. Fewer emotional spikes, fewer inner debates, fewer highs and lows. This simplicity is not stagnation, it is alignment creating space. God removes excess before He adds weight. What is coming requires room to land without competition. Anointed One, the strength you carry now was forged in seasons where no one saw you. That strength is what will make the next season sustainable. You are not stepping into something fragile, you are stepping into something fortified. Heaven does not send partners to those who still need rescuing. Heaven sends partners to those who know how to stand. Chosen One, remain attentive, not anxious. Remain open, not searching. Remain grounded, not guarded. You are positioned. The ground beneath you is stable. The timing ahead of you is protected. And what has been prepared will meet you without announcement, without strain, without delay. Chosen One, there comes a phase where heaven begins to test not your faith, but your restraint. You are no longer being asked to believe that something is coming. You are being asked to trust yourself not to interfere with how it comes. This is subtle, and it is difficult, because when readiness is high, the impulse to move early grows stronger. But divine timing is protected not by action, but by obedience. You are learning how to stand at the edge without stepping off too soon. Anointed One, this is where many strong people stumble. Not because they lack discipline, but because they mistake readiness for permission. You feel capable now, you feel clear, you feel steady, and that is true. But clarity does not always mean go. Sometimes it means wait without tension. I have seen this in my own life, when everything in me was aligned, yet the door remained closed. Not because God was withholding, but because He was aligning others, details, and conditions beyond my reach. Had I moved early, I would have disrupted what was being assembled for durability. Chosen One, this season sharpens discernment in a different way. Earlier, discernment helped you avoid the wrong things. Now it helps you avoid premature, right things. That is a higher level of trust. You are no longer deciding between good and bad. You are deciding between good and God's timing. And that distinction requires stillness. It requires humility. It requires believing that heaven can see angles you cannot. Anointed One, impatience at this stage often disguises itself as responsibility. You may think, I should prepare more, I should initiate something, I should reach out, I should make space. But heaven has already accounted for preparation. What remains now is protection. God is not asking you to do nothing. He is asking you to remain aligned without grasping for control. Control is not stewardship. It is anxiety wearing purpose as a mask. Chosen One, notice how different this waiting feels from earlier seasons. It is not desperate. It is watchful. It is not empty. It is full, but restrained. This is the waiting of someone who knows the promise is real and does not need to prove belief through motion. That is maturity. Heaven responds quickly to this kind of faith because it does not disrupt the process. Anointed One, restraint is a spiritual language. It tells heaven you trust the timing more than your instincts. It tells heaven you value sustainability over speed. It tells heaven you are ready to receive something that cannot be rushed without being damaged. Divine partnership carries weight. It touches identity, purpose, future, and legacy. God does not release that weight to someone who still needs to test outcomes. He releases it to someone who can hold it calmly. Chosen one, you may feel moments where anticipation rises and then settles again. Do not interpret that settling as loss of faith. It is faith regulating itself. Just as a seasoned runner controls pace near the finish line, you are learning not to surge too early. Heaven is not impressed by intensity. Heaven honors endurance with wisdom. Anointed one, there is also something else happening now. Your environment is being subtly rearranged, not dramatically, but precisely. Schedules shift, paths intersect differently, opportunities appear and disappear without explanation. This is not instability, this is coordination. God is positioning not just you, but the circumstances around you, so that when the meeting occurs, it does not require adjustment afterward. That level of orchestration takes patience. Chosen one, do not interpret delays at this stage as setbacks. They are calibrations. Heaven fine-tunes before release. A small adjustment now prevents a fracture later. This is especially true when the promise involves another person. God is never working with one timeline. He is aligning multiple lives, histories, and callings into one moment. That complexity demands precision. Anointed one, your role here is simpler than your mind wants it to be. Remain steady, remain receptive, remain obedient to what you already know. Do not manufacture movement. Do not test doors that are not opening. The right door will not resist you, it will recognize you. That recognition cannot be forced. Chosen one, you are learning the difference between anticipation and anxiety. Anticipation trusts, anxiety pushes. Heaven responds to trust. When anxiety appears, it is not failure. It is simply a reminder to return to alignment. You do not need to fix anything. Nothing is broken. You are not late. You are not early. You are positioned. Anointed one, restraint does not mean silence forever. It means speaking when heaven speaks, moving when heaven moves, resting when heaven rests. This rhythm protects what is coming from being shaped by fear instead of faith. God is not withholding your partner. He is protecting the meeting from interference. Chosen one, hold this space with dignity. You have earned the right to wait without panic. What is coming will not require you to chase it, manage it, or hold it together by effort. It will arrive whole because you learned how to stay whole while waiting, and that lesson is what makes the next season possible. Chosen one. This is where heaven begins to shift focus from preparation to convergence. Not the meeting yet, but the narrowing of paths. The moment when many possibilities quietly fall away and only what is aligned remains. You may not see it happening, but you can feel it. Life feels less scattered. Your attention feels more singular. Your energy is no longer pulled in 10 directions. That is not coincidence. That is convergence beginning its work. Anointed one, convergence does not announce itself with excitement. It shows up as simplification. Fewer options, clearer priorities, stronger inner boundaries. You are no longer entertaining what-ifs. You are living from what is. This is how heaven brings two lives together without collision. Before paths intersect, distractions are reduced. Before union, focus is refined. God removes excess so that when the moment comes, it is clean, not crowded. Chosen one, you may notice that your intuition has become quieter but sharper. Less noise, more accuracy. You do not overthink signals anymore. You sense alignment quickly and misalignment even faster. This is not suspicion. This is discernment matured through experience. Earlier in your journey, discernment was learned through pain. Now it operates through peace. That transition matters. Heaven does not bring covenant into chaos. It brings it into clarity. Anointed One, convergence also reveals something about timing. When paths are aligning, urgency disappears. You are not in a hurry to arrive because something in you knows arrival is inevitable. This is not passivity. It is confidence rooted in trust. I remember a moment in my own journey when I stopped counting time altogether, not because I gave up, but because I no longer needed the timeline to feel secure. That was when things began to move. Chosen One, this phase requires gentleness with yourself. The mind may still try to calculate, the heart may still wonder, but your spirit already knows what your mind is catching up to. You are not waiting in uncertainty anymore. You are waiting in alignment. There is a difference. One drains you, the other steadies you. Anointed One, heaven is also preparing recognition. Not recognition from the world, but recognition between souls. When two people are aligned by God, they recognize each other without explanation. Not through words, not through credentials, not through circumstance, but through resonance. This recognition cannot happen if either person is still scattered. That is why convergence is necessary. It tunes both lives to the same frequency. Chosen One, you may find that conversations now feel more intentional. Silence feels less awkward. Being alone feels less heavy. These are signs of readiness. When someone can be present without needing stimulation, they are ready for partnership that is built on substance rather than distraction. Heaven values this kind of readiness deeply. Anointed One, do not be surprised if certain doors close cleanly now, without resistance or emotion. That is convergence protecting itself. What does not align cannot linger. What is not part of the meeting cannot remain. God is not taking things from you, He is preventing interference. The more important the meeting, the fewer variables are allowed. Chosen One, convergence also brings a strange sense of stillness before motion, like the quiet before a tide turns. This stillness is not emptiness, it is containment. Everything is held in place until the moment is exact. Heaven does not rush convergence, it synchronizes it. And synchronization requires patience on a level deeper than emotion. Anointed One, you might feel moments where you think nothing is happening, and then suddenly realize how much has already changed. That is how convergence works. It is gradual until it is complete. There is no halfway. When paths align, they align fully. God does not bring people together to figure it out later. He brings them together when enough has already been settled. Chosen One, this is also where faith becomes quieter and stronger at the same time. You are no longer asking for reassurance. You are living from trust. You are not trying to anticipate the meeting. You are allowing it to approach you. That posture matters. Heaven responds to openness more than effort. Anointed One, let yourself remain here without forcing meaning. Not everything needs interpretation. Some things simply need presence. The convergence you are entering does not require you to analyze it. It requires you to remain aligned with what you already know. That is enough. Chosen One, what is forming now is not dramatic, but it is decisive. Paths are narrowing. Timing is tightening. Alignment is solidifying. You are not circling the promise anymore. You are approaching it on a straight path. Stay steady. Stay receptive. Stay grounded. The meeting is not being delayed. It is being synchronized. Chosen one, this is the threshold. Not the dramatic crossing, but the quiet knowing that you are standing directly in front of what has been forming all along. Everything before this moment taught you how to arrive here without fear. You are not rushing toward fulfillment anymore. You are allowing it to reveal itself. That distinction matters. Heaven does not bring divine encounters to those who are reaching forward. It brings them to those who are present enough to receive. Anointed one, there is a stillness that settles just before alignment becomes visible. It is not suspense. It is certainty without details. You may notice that your questions have softened, not because answers arrived, but because trust did. This is the posture heaven looks for at the moment of release, when curiosity no longer carries anxiety, when anticipation no longer carries pressure, when faith no longer needs reassurance to remain intact. Chosen one, you have crossed out of striving without even realizing it. The old urgency to make something happen has dissolved. The need to interpret every moment has eased. This is not indifference, this is maturity. You are no longer trying to manage the promise. You are allowing it to meet you. And what is allowed moves differently than what is chased. Anointed one, divine meetings are not collisions, they are recognitions. They happen when two lives have been prepared enough to meet without disturbance. No shock, no confusion, no inner debate. Just a calm awareness that something fits. This is why the process had to be slow. Recognition requires clarity, and clarity only comes when noise has been stripped away. Chosen one, what you are stepping into does not need you to perform. It does not need your best version or your strongest posture. It meets you where you are, because where you are is finally grounded. You are not bringing wounds into this. You are bringing wisdom. You are not bringing hunger into this. You are bringing wholeness. Heaven does not unite people to complete each other. It unites them to multiply what is already stable. Anointed one, you may notice that when the moment comes, it does not overwhelm you. It settles you. Your breath slows. Your body relaxes. Your spirit recognizes before your mind does. That is how alignment speaks, not through intensity, but through peace that holds its ground. Anything that rushes you is not from God. Anything that steadies you carries His signature. Chosen one, there is also a humility that comes with this moment, not pride, not triumph, but gratitude. You remember how long the road was. You remember who you were at the beginning, and instead of needing validation, you feel reverence. You understand now why things unfolded the way they did. Not all at once, but enough to trust the rest. Anointed one, what comes next will not erase your past. It will redeem it. The loneliness will make sense. The restraint will show its value. The endurance will reveal its purpose. Nothing was wasted. Not one season, not one delay. Heaven does not waste lives. It refines them until they can carry weight without breaking. Chosen one, this meeting is not an ending. It is a beginning that rests on a finished foundation. You are not stepping into something fragile. You are stepping into something that has been prepared on both sides. That preparation is what makes it quiet, what makes it stable, what makes it sustainable. Anointed one, from this point forward, your role is no longer to wait, but to remain. Remain honest, remain grounded, remain responsive to peace. What has been written will unfold without strain, because it is not powered by urgency, it is carried by alignment. Chosen one, stand here without rushing ahead. Let the moment meet you fully. What is meant for you is not arriving late, it is arriving whole. Chosen one, You are not leaving this moment empty-handed. Heaven has already set things in motion, and what has been released cannot be reversed. This is your Kairos moment, not because of emotion, but because alignment has been completed. The season of preparation has given way to the season of recognition, and the love being sent to you will arrive with peace, not pressure. Stand with gratitude, because heaven only entrusts this kind of union to those who have learned how to wait without losing themselves. Anointed One, receive this as confirmation. What you have prayed for in secret has been acknowledged in the unseen. The transfer has begun, not only of partnership, but of clarity, stability, and spiritual covering. Walk forward without fear, stay aligned, stay faithful. Let gratitude guide your steps as you look ahead, knowing what is forming is whole, protected, and appointed for you. Chosen One, if your spirit bears witness to this word, you may leave a quiet reflection, or stay connected, so you continue walking in rhythm with what heaven is unfolding, not out of obligation, but out of reverence. Sometimes God's reminders are not loud, and something steady has been prepared in the pinned comment and the description for moments when the heart needs grounding. Anointed One, go in peace. What heaven has written is unfolding now, and you are exactly where you need to be.